Hello and welcome back to the grid. Welcome back to Let's Build a Megazord. Today with box number 11 and magazines 51 to 56. Greetings to DPD Germany to taking such good care of my parcels. Yeah. That aside, sorry for the weird camera angle. This broke as well today, so I had to improvise with setting this up, so yeah. New clip for the cameras ordered, so in future videos that won't be an issue. As I said, magazine 51 to 56. No extras today, just the magazines and stuff we can build. This is 51. And then 52. A lot of bigger boxes today, basically. Well, this one is a bit smaller, it's metal. It's just one part, 53. And everything is Triceratops, so one Zord today. Speaking of big boxes, big parts, 54 is huge. It's just one half of the Triceratops, so I assume maybe in the next box we will get the other half of that. Or I don't know how this actually works with the part. We have to see in a sec to how that combines. And nope, that's the wrong one. That's 55. Also just one part, so I assume this build will be relatively quick today. We'll see. And finally 56. There are some smaller parts, looks like the chains from the Triceratops, some decals, this part for example. So yeah, let's start building. Welcome to the building table, to magazine number 51. Let's begin. We're starting with the head of Triceratops. Here at the end is this blue part sticking out. And in the first magazine for today, in 51, is this transparent rubber washer, which just slots on here. After that, we take one of the two silver pieces here. This goes on here like that. I will show you the other side in a moment. Because we have also this part, which needs to be attached from the other side to the neck piece, to the blue little pole. And we use two screws to hold everything together. When you're done, it looks like this. And this part here, this neck piece, is actually movable. It's twisting and tilting a bit. That's a difference compared to the 90s toy, to the 90s Triceratops, which is just static and can't be moved. Yeah, big improvement there. For the next step, we need these two pieces, this plastic gray one and this metal part. We had this multiple times for movable parts on the Zords, so just slot this in here, flush, like before on Saber-Tooth Tiger, T-Rex, and that's that. For the next step, we need this silver piece, and these two small washers. I hope the camera picks it up. We had these before. I put them on a screwdriver that you can see them. So you take one on each side here, and after that it connects like this. It should look like so for you now. Next part is this one. It goes on top, and from below there's this big screw. You cannot miss it. It's the only one you have. The end result looks like this. This lower part is movable, this upper part doesn't. There are little engravements which combine, as you can see where my finger is. I hope the camera picks it up. So 1, 2, and on the front, so it slots right in, and if you screw everything tight together, not too tight, be careful, always not too tight because it could break, then this is static and this is movable. Now it's time to bring these two parts together. So the metal part that we have here inside The counterpart is here. So just slot it in with some pressure. When you're done, it looks like so. And last step, we take the other silver piece and close it off. There are some screws left, fill that in, you're done. The end result is this. The neck piece is so far attached. 1 magazine down, 5 to go. Magazine 52 is next, so let's start. We're starting easy with this one. We have 2 of those and closing off bullet holes here. So just some pressure on both sides, attach them, and you're done. Gently push them on till they click, and you end up with this result. Next are these 2 parts. Hold them like this. This hole is open, and it slides in here. That's that. Next one are these 2. We know this part from before. Insert it here, push it down till it's flush, and you're good. Take the combined piece from before, and this one. Here's a hole, and the counterpart with the metal part here. That's super easy today. I think we're done for now. Move on to the next magazine. Magazine 53. Well, 1 part and a lot of leftovers from last time from 52. So let's see what we have to do. We remember these 2 parts from the previous magazine. Slots in here like this. Here's a little tab that goes through the hole. Here's a counterpart that closes everything off. Just use 2 screws and you're done. With the parts combined, we take this one, which is left over, goes in here, and we have 1 metal rod left that goes through this one. Push the metal rod through till it's flush, makes this movable. We're done so far. Last step for this magazine, we take the blue part here. Here's an engravement which looks like a T when you have it like so. And we have this, which sticks out. And then push it down till it's flush, and we're done. This part from the magazine is for the next one, I guess. Magazine 54. Before we begin unpacking this one, here's the complete part from before in all its glory. Let's see what we get. Starting off with the combined part of the head and the neck piece, and this gray plate which slots in here. Easy. The next step is combining this big part with this part. You have these 2 connectors where my fingers are. The counterparts are here. So we bring them together like this, and then we have to screw them with 2 screws. There are 3 types of screws inside this magazine. Use 2 of them where you have the most off. We're getting somewhere. Looking good. Next step is combining this metal piece with this plastic one, like this, and on the back, where my finger is here, 1 hole and 1 silver screw from the magazine, only 2 silver ones, so you cannot miss that one. Next step, combining this one with this one, like so. Needs 2 screws, and that are the black ones where you have a bunch of. The last step for this magazine are these 2 parts. They have to be freed from this grid. and they go in here. Push the 2 black pieces in, you end up with this. The rest of the parts are leftovers for the next magazine. There's no glue or screws mentioned for those small parts, so let's see how that goes in the next magazine. Magazine 55, almost done for today. Another metal piece and some screws. Starting off with the last parts of the previous magazine with these and this. Assembling the first part of the chains from our blue tank. So these 2 parts, like so. And this on top. Till it clicks. Only thing left to do is screw it together, and we also use the black screws from before, the ones we had a lot of. The screws go in here on top, where my fingers are. I hope the camera picks it up. Next step is using these wheels. We have 4 of them, 2 bigger ones, 2 smaller ones. The bigger go on the outside, and the smaller ones go inside. Push them down until they click, and you end up with this result. For the next step, we use this part, and that one goes in here like this. And then we have this left. That goes inside here. We need 2 screws, and we use the same ones that we used on the chains. When we're done, it looks like this. It's a shame that those wheels don't roll, but that's nitpicking on a very high level. Also, this design allows you this. So to have them raised or lowered. Depends on the mode of Triceratops. I think the SSC did this at first, then Lightning Collection took that idea over, and so does this one. The last step for this magazine, the metal piece that came with magazine 55 and our combined part goes on here. Also, we have silver screws, 4 of them with this magazine, so we use 3 of those to have this hold in place. It should look similar on your end like this. Let's move on. Magazine 56, last one for today. The next part is a repeat, another set of chains, like them. We had that a moment ago, so if you need a step-by-step guide, go a bit back, pause, and come back to this part of the video when you're done. After assembling the second chains, you have this result. Next is adding some decorational, tacky looking parts. The silver one goes in front here. Just click it on. On top goes this dark gray part. This feels a little bit loose, might want to use some glue. And then the last piece on here. When you're done, it looks like this. Glue is a good decision, doesn't come off anymore. This is the next part that slots on top here. The next part is this black one and 3 of these silver little pieces, which form the front claw, well, one of them. So attach them to this black part and use some glue to have it hold in place permanently. When you're done, you have the left claw that goes on here. Also, some glue helps to have it stick in place. The result is this. And I guess technically I could do so. Technically. But the magazine says that's that for today, so thank you for watching, thank you for the support, and we see us next time when it's time to build a Megazord.